Boston Celtics just sent a serious message, and this was a much needed one as the Celtics had fallen in their last couple of games, and a lot of fans had really starting to question the true integrity of this team. But going up against the Golden State Warriors, a team they are very familiar with Steve Kerr benching Jayson Tatum, with obviously the Warriors beating them in the finals, they got their revenge once again on the road in a big fashion. And we're going to be breaking down and looking at all the implications of this game on this episode of Celtics Digest. I'm Bruce Veliz, and you guys have been absolutely fantastic, showing your love and support for the channel over the last couple days. Sorry for the lack of uploads as I was busy. Saturday I was at the Celtics game, and yesterday I was handling some family matters. But we are back with the channel, getting those daily uploads for you in another post game here. So if you guys do enjoy the content and want to make sure you stay up to date on everything revolving around the Celtics team, getting post game updates, rumors about trades, details going in on big players that have really stood out for this Celtics team, and weekly live streams, make sure to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned, as Celtics Digest is the place for you. And we're trying to build this community big up here on YouTube. But without further ado, let's dive into the video at hand. Make sure to grab that snack. And like I said in the introduction, this was great and amazing to witness. As Celtics fans got to see a nice stamp win and a nice bounce back as well for this team. As unfortunately for myself, I got to see the collapse versus the Atlanta Hawks on Saturday right in front of my eyes, and I was very frustrated on what this Celtics team was doing. So I'm happy that they are able to bounce back and get this nice win on the road to continue this nice little road trip they're going to have to finish out January. But if we want to look at this Celtics game, they got a statement sending a message to the rest of the league that even if they have some falters, even if they mess up, they are still one of the top teams in the NBA. They beat the Warriors by 40 points today. And from what we could see from the Celtics was that they were very, very dominant tonight in scoring in the paint. The Celtics were using Kristaps Porziņģis to his best ability in this game today, and he was a fantastic beast for this squad. Once again, Porziņģis has been really ramping up with this Celtics teams over the last couple, and a lot of fans have questioned should he be taken out of the starting lineup, but with his accelerated play and needed play for the Celtics team, I don't think that that's the case. He finished 50% from the field, hit some threes as well, shooting 50%, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and a solid game for Porziņģis. We saw Jayson Tatum also had some struggles shooting the rock, but doing what he does best, facilitating and helping out this team. 7 assists, 9 rebounds, 22 points, really taking over that load for the Celtics. Derrick White seemingly got a little bit hot here, even if he didn't make the most of his shot attempts, was able to get early going for the Celtics, and that was key. And Jaylen Brown, once again, 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. But we did see a big, deep team from the Celtics. We saw Pritchard go off on the bench, Sam Hauser have some big shots, and this Celtics team just made the Warriors look lost. And the Warriors have been lost for this season, but it was nice to see the Celtics give them this little bit of a statement win. Like I mentioned, they were able to bounce back in this contest and fight back after some disappointing losses and a really, really confusing month over the December last couple of weeks, which has left, again, a lot of fans really questioning the integrity of this team. Are they truly a top contender in the East? Are they one of the best teams? Now, obviously, the Warriors have them struggles in their own. We did see from the game here today for the Golden State Warriors that it was mainly Steph Curry for them on offense, even though he was 4 for 12 from 3. He was one of the only 2 players on this Warriors team to see double-digit points besides Moses Moody off the bench. Once again, this Warriors team has just seen some struggles. The Celtics were able to get on some much-needed runs and some big runs as well to really push this lead out in front of them and take care of the Warriors before anything got close. It was around the 3rd, 4th quarter where Celtics fans, including myself, were ready for Joe Mazzulla to kind of wave that white flag and bring in some of these young guys that we don't necessarily get to see. But we did get to see some of those guys today, which was nice as well, as we saw guys like Jordan Walsh, Jaden Springer, Namish Queta, Baylor Shimerman, and Xavier Tillman get some run here in this game. Baylor Shimerman, who's been a G League standout so far, was able to notch 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal, while also going 50% from three-point range and 66% from the field. We did see Jaden Springer miss one shot, but his defensive pressure is always known. And Jordan Walsh one of those guys who's been in this Celtics fringe rotation group, has gotten some run here and there, hasn't gotten some run, has really kind of showcased himself. And tonight, he did that as well. She shot 50% from the field, making back-to-back three-pointers. Okay, Jordan Walsh, I see you, and that's what makes me happy as a Celtics fan. Finding these diamonds in the rough, seeing them really, really pop out. And I truly think a guy in Jordan Walsh can be that guy for this Celtics team. We did see Namish Keita get relegated to, not that many minutes tonight after, Joe Mazzulla really trusting in him late in those games versus the Atlanta Hawks. We did see Luke Kornet get most of the run, and once again, Luke Kornet was very solid in this one as the backup big, and traditionally has been really good for this Celtics team. One of, if not the best player off this bench. I'd argue that Peyton Pritchard, obviously in those 6 Man of the Year rankings, has realistically been the best player for this Celtics team in stats, but Luke Kornet consistently has been the best player on this bench unit throughout the whole year. So you could argue either or of them. But like I said, Luke Kornet, once again, really doing his job for this Celtics team. Is maintaining that backup big, finding those right passes, being in the right spot, and just doing what he's best at told, and just functioning in this Celtics system. And that's what we love to see. As like I said on Twitter, as a Warriors downfall hater, as a big fan of the Warriors FC, of the downfall of the hate, let's get this continue going. I love when the Celtics come out and beat the Warriors. We saw them last year absolutely embarrass them on home court, beating them by 50, and once again on the road, beating them by 40. And it could be, a little bit of clap from Jaylen Brown, obviously getting disrespected last time, not being on Team USA roster. Jayson Tatum getting benched, obviously wanting to fulfill those clapbacks with Steve Kerr, but it also could be just the Warriors are just simply a little too old. Their roster isn't built to perfection, and ultimately the Celtics team is just one step notch ahead of them. And I truly think that's the case. But like I said, Celtics got a much needed win versus the Golden State Warriors, a statement one where they sent the league a serious message, letting them know that they're not falling off, that even amidst all these little hiccups throughout December, they are still one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. They are the defending champions, and that they are one of the top teams, if not the team to beat still across the NBA when fully healthy. And teams really need to realize that, regardless, like I said, the amount of hiccups that they have through the season. But I want to know your thoughts on this Celtics team, as there's been a lot of polarizing opinions between this squad over the last couple weeks. So I want to know what you guys think. So let me know if you think this was a big statement win, if you think this is ultimately what the Celtics needed in a little bit of a bounce back, and we're going to see the Celtics really take off for the rest of the month in January, as we really know that Jayson Tatum dominates in the month of January. Or do you think that this was just a fluke win, the Warriors are just a bad team, and that the Celtics are obviously going to keep running into a little bit of a rut here as they still try to figure out their issues? Like I said, I'm looking at a bright side. I'm very happy with this win. I truly believe that this Celtics team is still one of the top in the Eastern Conference, and I think as fans we should not fret. Yes, we should get worried. Yes, we should get frustrated. Yes, we should be having those emotions, but let's not overreact and let's not freak out about this Celtics team. There's still half a season left to go, and there's still the playoffs to still determine who are those NBA champions. And at this moment, the Celtics still own that title, so still be fearful of them. Like I said, you guys have been absolutely fantastic at showing your love and support, so I really do appreciate it. Let us know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your day, and go Boston Celtics. Peace out, everyone.